Hey, what's up, party people? Mr. ASMR Boy here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button below. So, I'm starving. We got ourselves some Ono Hawaiian BBQ. Oh shit, this plate is heavy. We got ourselves some Ono Hawaiian BBQ and oh, damn it. And if you didn't know, this is the best meal ever. We got ourselves some short ribs, which decided to make its grand entrance by tumbling out of the plate. We got ourselves some barbecue chicken, Hawaiian barbecue chicken, and some beef here. There's also some mac salad, which I don't want it to tumble out, so there it is. And some white rice as well. And then at the bottom, there is some cabbage. But like I said, I'm hungry. Let's get into it. Shit, I'm like ripping this plate left and right. We also got some katsu sauce. It's kind of like a sweet and sour type of sauce. A little tangy, slightly spicy. But let's chow down. I also really like to put the katsu sauce on the white rice. It's so good. Let's try the short ribs. So, in the United States, today is a very good day for the stock market. I was actually, literally seconds before this video, going back and forth with friends for about 5 minutes on purchasing additional stocks of a couple stocks that we have purchased earlier this year. Obviously, that's one great thing about the pandemic has sucked for all of us, everyone around the world, but I guess the one good thing is that the stock market kind of took a pretty big dip earlier this year, and now we are seeing a nice significant amount of gains, or in the green, which means it's going up. And so I was buying extra stocks or more stocks of NIO. It's NIO, which is a electric vehicle corporation based out in China. And I think I purchased NIO back in May, and I had only bought 10 of them. And I got them for around $15, but each one has gone up to $26. It's at like $26.50 right now, and it's expected to hit, according to my friend, damn, look at my hair is like sticking up back here. I apologize, guys. Expected to hit $70 by the end of next year. I love the sound of macaroni. But what I love even more is the taste of macaroni. It's so bomb. I've really been wanting to do boba for you guys, and so I actually went and bought boba earlier. I stopped by the office at my work, and then I went and picked up the boba, but I drank the boba. So I also really wanted Ono Hawaiian BBQ, so I was like, I could save the Ono. So the second stock that has been performing very well is Sprout Social. You can see it or you can find it by its letters SPT in the New York Stock Exchange. And I purchased Sprout Social earlier this spring for $30 a piece, and I got 20 of them, and they are now currently today up to $49 a piece. And there was an article published this past month that Sprout Social SPT is expected to hit $195 a piece by 2025. Which is over a 300% increase. That's way more that you would get leaving your money sitting in a high interest, high APY savings account. I think you get like 1 to 2% at most. And that's with like Barclay, American Express, and so a 300% in 5 years is great, because the average return on investment in almost like anything is about 6% a year. Ooh. Apologize, there was a bone. Try to kill me. So yeah, 6 to 7%. So divide 300 and let's say 320% by 5 years. That's like 65% increase per year. That is crazy. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly. Have ourselves some broccoli. I don't even think I got a thumbnail. Oh, I also have teriyaki sauce here. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm super interested in, passionate about learning, continuing to learn about, is the stock market, investments, finances. It's been about maybe 2.5 to 3 years since I really got motivated and interested in learning about the stock market, real estate, 401ks, high interest savings accounts, mutual funds, and just saving and spending overall is something that I have been practicing almost like a religion. And so just learning about it has changed my life. And it's so important to utilize the money that you have made to make more money. So that is my word of advice. And obviously I'm not the one who made that up, but I just feel strongly about that as well. But yeah, if you're interested in looking into those two stocks, the ones I was just talking about is NIO. That is the electric vehicle company that is based in China. So they make electric vehicles. Think Tesla, which are only going to continue to grow, especially since here in the state of California, Governor Gavin Newsom passed an ordinance to ban all sale of gas-run vehicles by 2040 or 2050, one of those, 2040 or 2050. So basically you're going to have it, like, dealerships are not going to be able to sell those kind of vehicles. So they're going to be forced to make and sell electric vehicles. And so that is the future. I just realized I've been eating like a pig with my hands. Usually I try to watch myself a little more, eat a little more civilized on camera, but I'm just having a good conversation with all of you guys. So. And the other item that I discussed is Sprout Social. Which you can find as SPT. And the reason why that one is going to continue to grow is because Sprout Social is a media monitoring program. So a lot of businesses and corporations are utilizing it to monitor what the world is saying about their organization, all in one space on one like interface. And so extremely convenient, but the reason why it's going to grow is because social media has become a viable source and a viable tool to connect businesses and corporations to consumer. So with social media being almost requirement for a business these days to get word out, to get advertisements out, to get people talking, to connect with your audience and your consumers. That's something that's going to continue growing, and more corporations and businesses are going to start utilizing media monitoring tools such as Sprout Social. And so I think that's one of the reasons why it's anticipated to grow over 300% within the next 5 years. Also, general misconception about investing in an investment. You don't need to have $1 million to do that. Even if you have $500 to start with, even if you have $250 to start with, you can start with that. You could buy 10 shares of NIO, the electric vehicle company. And if each one goes up to $70 by the end of next year, that $250 turns into $700. So it's pretty simple. It's just all about being willing to take the risk, and I believe it's going to pay off. But you have to believe it as well. And just hold on to it until, and ride the wave, basically. So the very first stock that I purchased was Amazon. And that was back in the beginning of 2019. So I purchased Amazon stock for $1,780. I had bought 3 of them, and I ended up selling one of them like early on because I bought it and then it took like a dip for like a solid 6 months. It had went down to like $1,600, so I lost like maybe $150 off of each one. But today, so I have 2 Amazon stock, but today each of those Amazon stocks is worth $3,320. So if I would have kept the other one just amongst Amazon, I would have had $10,000 in just Amazon stock. But I had to be a wussy, sell one. Now I just have 2, but that just goes to show you, I bought each one for about $1,750. Each one's currently worth a little over $3,300, and it's peaked at $35, but it's expected at some point within the next 5 years as well. Maybe it's 4 years now. I think it's by 2023 or 24. It's expected to go well over $5,000. So, that was a good buy. I wish I could have bought in like 10. That would have been amazing. And so, yeah, so that was spring of 2019, like a year and a half ago. And a good piece of advice is that you don't have to go through a broker to purchase stocks, which is the great thing about the digital age we live in today. So there's a few different apps I use. So the one that I recommend is Robinhood. As soon as you sign up, you get like a free stock. Robinhood is so convenient and it's so easy to navigate through. It's so easy to purchase, so easy to trade. Another one that I do use, this is where I have my Amazon stock, is E-Trade, and that's the first app I got involved with. But I don't recommend that one because it's so difficult to, it's so confusing, especially for a new investor. If you are looking at the interface of the screen of the app, it looks like you're in another world, like you're literally working in a command center for like an airport. It feels like, I don't know, to this day it's still like there's just too much going on. But Robinhood isn't as like, isn't intimidating at all when you first sign up, and so I recommend Robinhood. Oh snap, show you how much I've put away. But I also, so I have a 401k with my work through Newport Group, and that's for my 401k. But I also, which is a mutual fund. If you're not familiar with a mutual fund is, think of like a bag, and you put a lot of small percentages of different corporations' stocks into this bag. And so basically that's what a mutual fund is. So with my mutual fund with work, they kind of give you a set amount of mutual funds in healthcare, or no. They give you a set amount of stocks from healthcare, a set of stocks from technology, a set of stocks from retail, a set of stocks from, automotive. And so all of these are compiled, and so what they like to do is give you like a diverse portfolio. And so these are all in your fund, and so you receive a percentage back on how well those stocks perform in there. And so it's a lot, mutual funds are a lot less riskier because you're not married to just 1, 2, or 5 or 10 different stocks. You usually have like about 30 to 50 in a mutual fund. I remember what I was going to say. So another app, like you don't necessarily even have to have a 401k to start a mutual fund. You could also do that through a broker, the very Stone Age way, where you're going to pay a ton of fees for them to initiate the investment and then a ton of fees for them to sell or trade the investment for you. But you can use one app that I use is an app called Acorns. And basically what that is an app, which is a mutual fund. You can contribute anywhere from $1 a week to however much. Say you want to do fucking $1,000 a week or anywhere in between. I do $10 a week, so it's like $40 a month. Plus they do roundups. So on every dollar that you spend, any transaction you make, they invest all of your change. So on average with that, I probably invest like around $65 a month into that, which it's cool because like I don't ever even notice the $10 coming out of my account. And so like at the end of the year to be like, holy shit, that's awesome, like I saved an extra $1,000 without even noticing. And so that app is called Acorns, and they round up every dollar you spend, every transaction you make, plus you contribute every week a certain amount, however much you want to contribute, plus you make interest off of all of the stocks that are in your portfolio. So yeah, that is how I really feel is like, let's all make money together. Let's do it. There's so many people don't teach these things to us in school, which is crazy. We kind of got to like learn about it on our own. Maybe our parents will know about it. Most parents don't. Or maybe they'll just stumble upon it on YouTube like this. But yeah, it's so important to form good money spending, money saving, and like investment habits to just for our futures and the current. So if any of you guys out there have any questions or need a recommendation in regards to stocks, different apps to purchase stocks, mutual funds, 401k question. I know even with 401ks can be confusing trying to determine the difference between pre-tax and Roth in 401k. So if any of you guys need assistance, I am here for you. Let me know. And to everybody else who probably maybe don't give a shit, you're probably already asleep because I bored you to death with all of this finance talk or investment talk. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button below. Leave a comment. Like I said, let me know if you have any questions. I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.